In this episode, we have a 2007 Acura TL. It has about 200,000 kilometers on it, and it's been daily driven. It's showing a lot of wear and tear from the highway and street use, and we're hoping to rejuvenate it, restore it, and make it look like its former glory.
And the place we're going to start with that, we're going to start small. We're just going to start right with the headlights, because they're very faded, they're getting tough to see at night, and they're sun damaged. They're worn, to the point where the owner of the car wanted to actually change out the headlights, and it's not where we wanted to start. So we're going to start with polishing up the headlights, bring them back to life, and we're going to do it two different ways. One way, we're going to be using sandpaper and soapy water and just polish them back that way. And the other way we're going to do it, we're going to use a kit off the shelf you can get, which is, you need a drill to do that, but it's not as time consuming, but it is more expensive, and you need a little bit more know-how to do it.
And we do understand there's many different ways you can do this same job. There's toothpaste, there's limes, urine.
I've seen a bunch of different ways that people try to do this, but no, I'm not saying any of those ways are wrong. It's just,
I think I just want to keep it.
We chose our favorite.
Simple. So, yeah. So we'll do the sandpaper method, and we'll do the kit that you can buy off the shelf.
Now keep in mind that the results will kind of vary here. You're never going to have, this is never going to look like it rolled off the showroom floor again, because let's be real, it's an old headlight, but you can definitely improve your results, for sure.
Yes, hopefully we can get this fogging out, this cracking maybe we can kinda restore.
Well, I guess that's gonna matter how far you want to go into it. You're not trying to sand through the plastic here, but
yeah,
it looks like
it's are bad.
What does that side look like? It looks like somebody tried to maybe, you'll see it, don't worry, but
yeah, it's not much better, but yeah, it's a little.
I guess we're gonna find out.
I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm excited to give this a try. We'll have to start taping this up, and then
yeah, we'll mask it up, and we'll get going.
I think it's a good starting point for us. All right, let's get to it and see how it turns out. Oh yeah. Okay, it's not gonna hold. Hood struts.
Yeah, that's something that probably should be replaced at some point. I think we need a smaller set. Do you have another set?
Just use the end there. I remember my first day using bicycles.
Wow, really? We're going there already. Episode 1.
Nice. There we go.
If this comes off, it's your fault.
I got another set.
Okay. I mean, this would look really good. The headlights will look great, but the scratches on the paint, shouldn't have to repaint your car after you do headlight restoration.
Yeah. Let's see how this turns out. I haven't really done.
We're making this a competition? What if my headlight comes out better than yours?
I doubt it.
Oh, you're pretty confident in yourself. What do we win? Do we win anything? Are there any stakes here?
Bragging rights.
I do that anyway. So. And by the sounds of it, so do you. So. Just to be clear, this is just to protect your paint.
Yeah.
And if you don't care about your paint and you care about being able to see, you could forego this process, but.
Okay, so this is my side of the car. As you can see, the damage to the headlight is a good fair amount. What I'm going to start off with is the sandpaper that I bought, and that is the 3M P600. So I'm going to, as you can see, I've masked my headlight. Paint should be good. Soapy water, nothing fancy. Get it in your kitchen sink. And then I'm just going to start putting some pressure, nothing too crazy again. And what I'm trying to do is just remove all that old plastic that's been damaged over the years. So. Now you can clearly see why we put the tape around the headlight to save the paint. Again, not a lot of pressure, just kind of letting it do its thing. Okay, so I'm done with the 600 grit. As you can see on the headlight, it's really fogged up now. Got a lot of the damage I think is gone. Can't get quite the cracks. They're a little too deep, but we'll see how, we'll just keep pressing forward, see how it turns out. But that's kind of where you want to get to. You just want to have that uniform. It's all kind of smooth. It's all foggy the way it is. All your sanding strokes are uniformed. And I think we're good to go to the next step. And that's going to be 800 grit. Now we're going to go to our 1000 grit. It's not going to take as much off as quick, but it's going to really start to fill in those lines and thin them out, and you're not going to see them as much. All right, let's get started. Don't forget, use your water, soapy water. We're at the polishing stage now. I'm using the Mother's Power Plastic 4 headlights plastic polish. You can buy this separately, or I believe it actually comes with the kit. Just your polish for this. Use a microfiber cloth, which I got, and we're going to apply it. Let's see what happens. More elbow grease.
Okay, so now it's my turn to do a little bit of headlight restoration. You can see this side is just as bad as the other side, if not worse. And I'm going about it a little bit differently. I'm going to be using a Mother's product, not a sponsor of the show, but just a product that we both like, headlight restoration product. And it requires a drill, same technique. It's virtually the same thing. It's just we're going to be using the drill to do the muscle of it, rather than Serge hurting himself to do it. Not that he hurt himself, but so you just take your drill, take your sandpaper, that's basically what this is, and they start at an 800. Put it on the little Velcro here. Make sure it's on there, it's not going to come flying off. And make sure your drill this is not super important, but it's good. Make sure your drill is moving in the same direction you're going to be moving. So like this way, you want the drill to be turning like that. So, same kind of thing here. Headlight, nice and wet. And start. Sorry, I forgot. Safety first. I know there isn't any flying paint or anything, or any flying metal, but it is a good idea to protect your eyes when you're doing this. Never know what chipped lenses, anything like that. Okay, so this one's glazing up pretty nice. The 800's done, and we're moving on to the 1500. Same thing here. Can't really say much else. But it's going to be interesting though, because Serge used a little bit different of a grit of sandpaper, and his isn't going to go as fine as the kit provides, but we're going to see if the results are similar, if the kit really needs that many, but we're going to see. Safety first. Alright, so I just got finished up with the 1500 grit there, and I'm going to give it a second here between moving on to the 3000. But you saw me, you make sure you're moving the drill around a lot because you don't want to be building up heat. The difference here being that what Serge was doing, you could build up heat, you'd be in one spot, you'd be going over and you'd digging a hole, but it's a lot easier to do that with the drill, being that it's spinning faster than you can move your hand. So just what your takeaway here should be is just move the drill around if you're choosing this method. Just keep moving it around, make sure you're not drilling right through the headlight. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Moving on to the polish, and strangely enough, the kit uses the same stuff, the mother's plastic polish, that Serge used on the other side, so hopefully we'll have similar results. And you just be fairly liberal here. Don't soak the thing, but some on there. Drill.
Maybe explain it. You're gonna go really slow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be applying it to and obviously I don't have enough there. You're gonna be applying it first to the lens without moving the drill, just so you can kind of get it on there. And then you can use the drill's motion to really work it in. Let's see what we got here. Come in and get that off there. I think it's turning out pretty good.
I'm gonna zoom in then real close.
Yeah, go ahead. Start to take some of the tape off here. All right, after it's all said and done, which one do you like better?
For me, I liked my way better. Yeah. It was more cost effective, and like I said, it took a lot more time. Granted,
that's true. It did.
Your kit was convenient and a lot quicker, but for me, I just it was sanding it at my own speed. And I could watch what was happening, and like I said, I only used a couple of dollars.
Sure, it's definitely a cheaper route for sure. That doesn't mean there isn't results there.
No, I was happy with the
are actually
result.
pretty good. So, and I'd actually agree with you here because the kit is more money, and if you don't have a drill, that's again more money as well, right? So, and the results between the two, I honestly I like both. They're both very, very similar results. I would go with either one. So I'm happy with the way the car turned out, and yeah, I'd probably take the manual route too because I'm willing to invest the time.
Yeah, I think if time is not really a factor, definitely save the money and just buy some sandpaper and the polish that you prefer and make a day out of it. And if you don't have the time and you need to, or you have multiple cars that you want to get done, buy the kit. It's quick, the result's almost identical, and you can do like 3 cars in the amount of time to do one.
Yeah, exactly. So long story short, you want to spend the money, get the kit. You want to spend the time, do it the manual way. Just get the sandpaper and the polish, and that's it.
Yeah, I would agree.
So on that note,
hope to see you again in the next episode
of Cars in Motion.